today we are going to talk about what you need to be aware of while searching for a new job. The job search process is an unconscious process. So let me help you understand what that means. Hello and welcome to this edition of Success Gyan's podcast. I am Sawan Kapoor, India's leading career coach, and today we are going to talk about what you need to be aware of while searching for a new job. So let's get right to it. See, for most job seekers and candidates that are actively seeking opportunities, the job search process is an unconscious process. So let me help you understand what that means. See, simply explained, we land up taking the offer that shows up in our life. We land up taking the offer that we get. The offer that comes through is the one that the huge majority of people land up accepting. They do not look at all of the variables involved and develop a deep understanding of what the reality of taking on that role will really mean to their life. The biggest concern that most job seekers have is salary. And while that is also not fully in their control, any of the other factors beyond salary remain largely ignored. For example, what level of professional satisfaction will the role provide me? What kind of growth can the organization offer me? And what learning and development opportunities does the company facilitate for its workforce? What will my work life balance look like if I accept this position? Many of these factors are a distant second when candidates are accepting offers, and they are not understood properly before taking the decision to accept the job. Most job seekers do not run their job search and job application efforts in a systematic manner. They do not structure their search as a campaign that spans the right organizations. They hunt for opportunities on public forums or through referrals in their network or through recruitment firms and jump from attempting one opportunity. And if they do not get it, they move on to the next opportunity. A job search campaign must be a systematic effort that is run across multiple companies so that you can best leverage your risk and your timelines. If you are looking for jobs, then either you are facing dissatisfaction in your current role or you are unemployed at the moment. And there is an opportunity cost to such situations. To maximize the returns you get from the effort that you are putting into this activity, run it simultaneously across multiple organizations instead of trying to tackle one role at a time. The third thing you need to be aware of is the type of jobs that are available. See, there are two major categories of jobs: visible jobs and hidden jobs. Jobs that are posted to job portals or come through recruiters or through your network, these are jobs known as visible jobs or published jobs. And jobs that do not get posted to the general public are known as hidden jobs or unpublished jobs. Now, these hidden or unpublished jobs are jobs that will have much less competition and pay much higher than the market. But learning how to break through to these opportunities is a process. And guess what? The market for unpublished jobs is much larger than the market for published jobs. The fourth thing that job seekers must keep in mind is what is their definition of a dream job. A dream job is not one that just pays a high salary. It must also fit into your life because your work is a part of your life and not your entire life. And the nature of the work and the demands of the role should be such that you have the competence to meet the expected outcomes, and yet you should get out of your comfort zone and it should stretch you, because only when that dynamic is present are you truly growing. So, a dream job is a job where your skills, your talents, your education, your experiences, your knowledge, and your qualities allow you to meet the opportunities and challenges that you will face in the everyday performance of your duties. And in addition, you must be working in an environment where there is a fundamental alignment between your value system and the organization's value system. A fifth factor to keep in mind for job seekers is that success leaves clues. It has a pattern to it. I say this so you can appreciate that there are five patterns associated with people who build exceptional careers. There is a more detailed podcast that I have done on my YouTube channel, Sawan Kapoor, the career guy, on this. But I want you to understand these five patterns. See, the first pattern is finding the right fit. The second one is understanding how value is generated in the workplace and how that translates to your personal work. The third one is practicing a very specific style of leadership called benevolent leadership. The fourth one is overcoming the permission paradox. And the permission paradox states that you cannot get the job without getting the experience, and you cannot get the experience without getting the job. And the fifth one is understanding how to apply the 20/80 rule. Now, these are five patterns associated with people who build exceptional careers. If you are not experiencing these five patterns in your career, then it is unlikely that your career will result in a senior leadership position at some point. Therefore, having this in your awareness will allow you to look for these factors in your interactions with the organizations that you are going to be connecting with for the purposes of employment. And a sixth factor you should be aware of is that an interview is the highest opportunity and that defining moment in your job search and application journey. This is something that requires planning and practice and is not a meeting that you should just show up to without any preparation. See, learning how to get just a little bit better at job interviews is one of the best value things that you can do for yourself. The amount of time you have to invest in this very key skill, it has a better payback than many other distractions that land up being just a waste of your time. And despite this, most people will spend more time going out for a lunch or a dinner with their friends instead of preparing for an interview. Maybe they are scared, knowing that there is so much at risk. Fear will often creep in whenever the stakes are high, closely followed by procrastination, resulting in many candidates feeling about, interview preparations as people scared of phobias feel. The truth is that almost everybody procrastinates about job interviews, which means if you look at it strategically, there is less competition for you. Employers will rarely complain about too many great performing interviews or interviewees to choose from. So, for those who push just a little harder than the rest, success at interviews is actually there for the taking. The best preparation consists of finding heartfelt and useful answers to certain key questions. And there aren't so many questions that they cannot be mastered by the average person in a fairly brief amount of time, a week at the most. I hope you received value from this podcast. And as someone who is struggling with their job, you will also share this with others who are in a similar position or undergoing rough weather in their career. Thank you so much for listening. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.